Yeah, so this is part two of the video. I was trying to print it, but what happens is if you switch screens, it'll cut off the video. That's so when I'm doing the scoreboard, I can talk a lot of information, but for some reason the screen recorder doesn't go through. I mean, I don't know, maybe Camtasia would be different or something like that, or some other screen recorder. I could look at prices, whatever, but right now it's not. I don't think it's really essential, um, because I can do a video in Advantage Plus, and it's also less memory. So whatever. There's a lot of things to consider. So basically, the last thing I said was that I print this out. So I put this in regular order. All right, I print it out, and then what I'll usually do is anything that's skip flag, I'll highlight it pink. So 4, 5, 6 is pink. 7, 8, 9 is yellow. Right. Um, I used to put 10, 11, 12, 13 as orange because I had this little saying in my brain. I would say gold before cold. It was like a way for me to try to not play the long shots to stay, and it's actually probably better that way to limit your high skip, because chasing a lot of high numbers is not going to help. It's better to wait until that combinatorial analysis comes through. So that's why I'm using the Fibonacci's. I'm using just zero, or I'm trying to use them anyway. 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13. Now again, I like 10. 4, of course, is a good skip. 6 is also within the flag. So it depends. You have to really see. You have to use your intuition a lot. Um, so, but if I don't put the orange, I'll just color anything over 9, meaning a dormant period. So 10, 30, 10, 28. These would all be highlighted in blue. And then 0, I usually put like a little, like a red felt pin. I put it in the 0. And then I think 1, 2, and 3, I just leave it white. And then I think maybe if it's an adjacent, I'll maybe put a green arrow here. Texcuz likes to do that. He likes to put a little green arrow pointing, like the Pac-Man kind of. He'll do like that, the 45 degree showing an adjacent. So like for instance, an adjacent would be here like the 11. I'd have it pointing down here, even though it's not marked. It's out. It's out 20, so I don't like it. But I would look at K2, which is also a new chart within gold, and yeah. Oh, the other thing I do is that any rank that's over 100, right? I'll highlight it also pink. So pink, everything over. So this is like number 2 is pink, number 4 is pink, number 8 is pink, and that's all, meaning hot flag, based off the concept of hot pink. I've tried red, and but I do the pink anyway. And then I don't remember if I colored the other ones blue. I'd have to look and see, but I always color the hot ones pink because those are the ones that you want to focus on, and that's basically chart 3. So that rank is chart 3 basically, and I think that's it. That's all. That's what I would do, and then for trailers, the top 3 trailers, I'll mark those. I'll put like 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll put how many. I'll put the number how many times the trailer was in there. Because again, there's so many trailers. I only focus on the top 3, and then maybe I'll mark the chart 5 repeater. What position is it? Like the 1 is position 1. The 10 is position 2, I think. And then also there's a new positional chart in the program, which is it's kind of interesting. Um, of course, the data chart is useless. You have to use the bar charts to actually see anything. Um, so that's it. So I understand that you're not liking the program so much because of the 8187 problem, but I think that really for the larger games, you really only need the 720 data set. That's at least 2 years. If you can't find the trend within 2 years, um, I guess, it's hard. I do understand that you would like to use the full data set so that you could do the more advanced combinatorial analysis. I think it's chart 9 or whatever, the companion pairs, I think it is, where it tells you the triads, the quads, the quints. So I understand why that would be upset. But I would just say just in I usually run those in A plus, not yeah, A plus, because I prefer the GUI, the I prefer the way it looks when it comes out, the graphical user interface or whatever, that when you get the hard copy. Um, so I would print that out, and it does. I understand it does work for filters. One of the last videos I did a O filter, and that I understand you would want to have more data. But if you have 8187, I guess that's there's nothing you can do. I didn't really realize that was even a thing until TextCuz told me, and I was like, "What are you talking about? I don't understand." And then I noticed it in the game, and then I was having a problem with the exporting because it never. I don't know, and luckily I was able to figure it out because I had given it up. I had given up on figuring out that solution, and then anyway, so that's about it. So that's the last thing I do is then I just print out this chart. Like I said, I color it in, and then I'll just create like a book, and then I have the hard copy big dish, and we'll see how it goes, and hopefully, I don't overthink it, overdo it, get overzealous, overconfident, and yeah. So I'll send you an email tomorrow. All right, Rusty Arrow. Good luck.